Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or shall I say, good middle of the night. It's currently just hit 3 a.m. on a Monday morning, bright and early. First of all, I've got to put all the bedding back in. It's had a good wash over the weekend. New spare clothes, so we'll keep the bug bag clothes in there. We don't touch them ones, but they're the clothes that we're wearing for tomorrow. As it's very high likely, we're going to be having a night out tonight, so fan, that always comes in handy. Bag of food I'm going to be using for cooking this week. And finally, my normal day-to-day bag and the laptop. There's a little bit more of a breeze this morning, but at 3 o'clock in the morning, my word, is it still warm. I think it's about 21 degrees still. Let's start off by doing a few vehicle checks. Lights are all working, there's no damage or defects with the lights. No damage to the mirrors, front windscreen's looking good as well. The window washers work and the horn, I've tried them already. Go get right in there with the tread. Make sure it's got a good amount on there. No damage to the side of the wheel nuts or the side of the tyre itself. Over at the back, looking to make sure the tanks, same for the fuel tank just over there. Make sure there's no damage to them. Cables are all stored away the way they should be. Same again with wheels. I've done them already, so I'm just going through quickly just in case any new drivers are watching. Make sure the tyre treads are all okay for the rear. Two ways of doing it. You can either lift up the axle as much as you can so you get right in, or, as I like to do, is unclip these two, unfold it, and you can get a great view of both tyre tread on the axles. To put that back, simply fold it over, and then just giving this little rubber bit a stretch. Can be a little bit awkward, to be honest with you, at times, and then it just clips in like so. Reg plate lights are working the way they should be, and following it around, just doing the same principle on this side as well. Now for our trailer, these are all in good condition, working the way they should be. We're going to make sure the loads are all nice and secured, a little bit like so. Bars are not damaged. And then going around for these tyres, making sure they've got really good tread, as you can see. And then side of the walls, there's no damage, and same for the wheel nuts as well. And the reason why we got to start so early this morning is we've got a 7 o'clock booking for Milton Keynes. And from Warrington, that's about a 4-hour drive. That's the trailer and all the stock nice and secure, ready for our delivery on the road. Push the brakes on, and of course, let's not forget the reg plate. Our first destination is 152 miles away, and we're looking just over 3 hours to get there. Straight down the M6, past Birmingham, onto the M1, following it down until we come to Milton Keynes, and then we're just going to be following all the ring roads, roundabouts, etc. until we get to our destination. Definitely one of the perks about starting so early on a Monday morning is that the M6 traffic is pretty much next to nothing, which is always good. Less traffic the better. If there's nobody on the road, in theory you can't have any accidents. Well, some people manage it though, don't they? And then less delays. But with any luck, we don't get caught with any roadworks on the way down as well. That is one of the downsides about starting so early, especially when you're on the road before 5 a.m. because a lot of roadworks like to get done overnight, and there's a lot of road closures, so we've got to be careful of that. Just keep an eye out on the signs. Sometimes if you've got any road closures on the M6, for an example, around Stoke, you could be on about a 10-mile diversion route all the way around to get onto the next junction down. And and that can add some time onto your journey, unfortunately. But luckily it's not too often at the moment for that, touch wood. Oh, so now I've just jinxed myself. I do hope you had a great weekend. I had an absolutely fantastic weekend myself. Didn't really do too much except get sunburnt. Painted the office in the back garden, played in the swimming pool with my little lad. So yeah, it was a fantastic little weekend. The weather was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Only downside is it's trying to sleep in this heat. It's not ideal. Current saying 18 degrees at 10 to 4 in the morning. Whereas yesterday and over the weekend, I think it got close to 30, or if not a little bit higher. And went round one of our friends for a barbecue. So Albie's little friend, Albie was in the back garden with his little friends. There's 3 of them all together. We're always dead close to each other. So it's really good to see them playing, having fun, whilst we sit back, have a beer, have a burger, with feet up. Yeah, really nice it was. Unfortunately, we didn't get time to go to the truck show over the weekend, so if you went to it, the one over at Haydock in Warrington, our St Helens area, let me know, how was it? Was it any good? Was it worth going? Or was it a little bit quiet this year? Time has just hit 25 past 5. Luckily we left nice and early, because junction 10 all the way down to junction 9 will be at a standstill in about half hour's time. Still got 78 miles left to go before we're at our first client. Still on time, just before 7 o'clock arrival. Travelling through Birmingham itself, we should in theory be alright. Might hit a little bit of traffic on the other side of Birmingham as we approach Coventry. And we're just approaching the M5 junction. Again, about 20 minutes or so, this will be at a complete standstill. I finally get to see a little bit of the sun there to the left, just coming up in the horizon. Looks to be another nice day, a little bit more cloudier today. Let's try and move across. What's that on the matrix sign? 60 miles per hour still. No indication whatsoever from that Volkswagen van. Probably got cut across last minute as well to go down towards the M5. Actually get a little glimpse of the sun to come around the corner. Oh, it's very bright though this morning.
Not much point really using the toll road if you get into Birmingham at this time of the day. You can normally get through straight all through it. 56 miles per hour at cruise control, no problems. That's 60 miles per hour again. To be honest, driving through Birmingham, it's pretty much generic really now to have it set as a standard 60 miles per hour on automatic signs. I think it's part of the clean air scheme that they're trying to do. Let's get the engine braking on a little bit. Keeping an eye on the speed, make sure it doesn't creep too much. On the other side of Birmingham now, still on travelling down the M6. Time is just hit 5:45, so I managed to get through with no traffic or anything, which is all good. Didn't really slow down either, to be fair. 56 all the way through. Still got 60 miles left to go for our client. So I've got another 1 hour and 15 minutes to go. Won't be long before we're at the M1 now. And we're just joining up with the toll road side of the M6 and the M42 as well. And we're just about to enter the M1 going southbound. Still got 38 miles left to go. And ETA is just before 7 AM. Just gotta slow it down a little bit. A little bit of a wide load in front of the B&M driver in front. Oh my word, last night was such an awful sleep. It really was. Tried to get sleep originally for about 6 o'clock because I had to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning today. So I tried to get sleep last night, 6 o'clock. Around 8 o'clock, maybe half 8, woke up, too hot, couldn't sleep. And then for the next couple of hours it was pretty much sleep for 40 minutes, awake for 20 minutes, asleep for 40 minutes, awake for 20 minutes, until I finally got a good night, like solid sleep from about 10:30 to about 2 o'clock. So it was a little bit uncomfortable as such. It's just really too hot, wasn't it, over the weekend? Even though I had about 3 fans in the room. pretty much matching the speed of the B&M driver, so there's not much point attempting to overtake just yet. Roads are starting to get a little bit more heavier now. And I've just noticed a couple more idiots have joined the M1 as well. The reason why I say that, there's just an OTS van, or QTS, the orange one. I don't think the camera would have picked it up because it was in the lane 3, a bit further ahead. And you could see there was literally 2 foot behind the car in front. Way too close. It's an accident waiting to happen if you keep driving like that. I do really like the B&M trucks. I like the colour scheme, real nice, blue and white. And I've seen a lot more of them pop up over the last few years. So they must be expanding quite a bit, the company. That's a Renault truck, that one as well. I do like the Renaults, to be fair. High cab T520. Previous company I used to work at, I used to drive a Renault as my regular truck, and I think it was a T480 off the top of my head. Real nice to drive, good turning circle. Pulling power was okay, wasn't the best, but done the job.
And to secure the doors, we're using the internal straps a little bit like so. Not a lot of space in front of this bay, unfortunately. So I may have to do a little bit of a shunt forward. Take it nice and easy. Not a lot of space at all on this bay. There we have it. Double check, make sure it's on bay okay. It is a little bit high, so we need to lower the trailer a little bit. And just give this handle a nice little twist just to lower the trailer with the air pressure. And there we have it. A little bit easier for the guys to get on and off. Now that's all sorted and we're on bay. Time to hand the paperwork and the keys in. Ah, there we have it, it's only around the corner.
Just travelling down the A422 and just departed on the A5. Nice and straightforward route to get up. Way too many roundabouts around Milton Keynes, isn't there? I've just got a mile left to go. I think I've actually visited this place before. I'm about 80% certain that I have been here before. Which is always handy. Because if it's the one I'm thinking of, they haven't actually got the business name on the unit. And there's 3 pallets to come off at this location. And then the final job, I think that's in Oxfordshire. I'll have to double check with the actual postcode shortly. I don't think it's too far away though. And then I'm pretty sure we've got a backload as well coming back. At this rate, we might actually make it home tonight. I really don't want to jinx myself because it's currently 5 to 8. And I'm just arriving at job number 2 of 3. I'm not really too sure where that car's just been. So we'll go hit a left here, follow it around. Yes, it is the place I was thinking of. So believe it or not, the postcode actually takes you to the left down there. We're going in the IO centre itself. And I think on that sign just then, it was saying like Stephen Matthews shipping or something, which is not the case. Oh, they've actually got the sign on there now. Grab a little bit of space from the yard across the way. That should do me about there. Two jobs down and it's only 10 past 8. This got the middle axle, so we've only got 1.6 tonne on the back of the trailer, so we don't need the middle axle for the extra weight. In and out, just the way we like it. Only 5 minutes later, we're already back on the road. For our next destination, it's 25 miles away. So I'll take out the other side of the road a little bit so the trailer doesn't cut the corner. And we're due to get there for 9:10, which is about 50 minutes drive from where we are now. However though, we need to try and find somewhere to park up on the way down, because I've only got 46 minutes left on driving time. And also, my 6 hours working time runs out at 9 o'clock as well. The place we're going is just by Oxford, or it's part of Oxfordshire, and it's called, is it Bicester? I think I pronounced that correct. Probably not. I'm terrible at pronouncing areas and names of places. always butchering them. But I'm going to call it Bicester anyway for the sake of the video. Looks to be just off the M40. I've not got a backload planned just yet. However, I do believe there is one, so I need to phone up the office after taking a break, just as I'm around the corner from our last client. And when I did check the sat nav, it's the A422 it will go be following down. The roads are certainly getting a little bit busier now as well. Oh, I'm looking forward to dinner. That's for sure. I thought I'd treat myself to another steak. Because Friday's dinner was so good, I'm pretty much going to repeat it today. I've really enjoyed that one on Friday, so I'm trying to eat a little bit more healthier at the moment. Eating too much fast food lately. So I thought if I bring some nice meat to work with me, stick it in the fridge, just cook it off using the air fryer and the little pan we've got. So make sure you stay tuned for that one, coming up shortly. So jumping onto the A5 itself now. If you've got any questions about HCV driving or the vlogs itself, let me know down below in the comments. I'll try my best to answer as much as I can. And we're following for the A5 North. They're not the widest lanes, so I just need to be careful with some of these cars. Right around the left hand side of me. I don't like going around the roundabouts with cars on the left hand side because you got the blind spots, etc. Still travelling down the A421 currently. 12 miles off. I just need to try and find somewhere I can park up, take a break on the way down. There's a service station to the left, but I think it may be cars only. So there's no point risking that one. Looking at the sky above, it looks like it might start throwing it down shortly. Which I hope not really, because I want to do some cooking. Can't really use my gas stove when it's raining. Oh, there we go, that might do me. That's not too bad actually. So in you go. Nice little cooking setup, using the cover as a little bit of a windbreaker from the road. Nice little cooking stove, little gas one. Oh, I need something cheap for about 20 quid or so from Amazon probably. Get the pan red hot, stick the butter in, followed by the steak. Give it a nice sear. It's kind of turning into a little bit of a cooking show at the moment, isn't it? Plenty of salt. Flip that bad boy right over. Unfortunately, I'm having a little bit of trouble at the moment because of the wind where I'm parked, and the day in general is getting quite windy. The flame, as you can see, it's not too consistent. So it's like cooking a steak on a low heat at the moment, which isn't really ideal. We've added a couple of cherry tomatoes, and there we have it, cooked at the roadside, steak corn, some tomatoes, nice and healthy. There's nothing like a bit of holy energy to wash down that nice steak dinner we just had, especially since I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning, and I am a little bit fatigued, if I'm going to be honest with you. Holy Energy is an alternative to some of their off-the-shelf drinks, and a lot more healthier, less sugar, and no taurine as well. If you want to pick yourself out a starter kit, you can have 14 different flavours, but it's not just energy to do, they also do hydration and fruit-flavoured teas. Down below are the links. You can get yourself £5 off the first order or 10% going forward by using the same codes as well. So, chin chin. We've got a little bit of a queue. And a new bridge in place by the looks of it. I wonder if it's something to do with HS2. Currently on the A4421. Got 6 miles left to go for our client. They're pretty good, them temporary bridges, aren't they? Just having a nosy at it at the bottom. Made a mess of the walls, though, haven't they? Weather seems to be getting a little bit better again. Saying that, I'm not too sure if HS2 is actually coming down towards Oxford area. It looks a big project either way. That's a real nice little cottage there actually. travelling past what looks to be a little airfield. Getting new warehouses built on there as well. Still on the A4421. Only a mile to go for our client. Coming off is a total of 10 pallets. And first time I've actually been to this area. I always enjoy visiting new areas. That's one thing I like about driving. You get to visit all different areas throughout the country. And you don't know where you're at from one day to another. Alright, by the looks of it, I think we're just on the right hand side. So take the third exit on the roundabout. Ah, the first one's not really an exit, actually. Don't think we're all that far away from the M40 itself. Still waiting for the office to get back to me. Regarding a backload, and that's the building there on the right hand side that we're going to. Fresh Direct. And judging by the signs, the M40 is pretty much straight in front of us, straight down that road. Okay, employees and visitors and deliveries. Oh, don't say these are all in a queue. Oh, is this a queue? Hang on, mate. Turns out it is a queue. Well, the very first one isn't in the queue because they're facing the opposite direction. Right, let's let this guy past. Try and straighten up a little bit. Give this guy a little bit of a beep. Hey on, mate, are you waiting to get into Fresh Direct? Perfect time, mate. Give that truck a bit of a flash so he can come down. This is not good. try and get myself tucked in. Should be able to get past there now. And now them two trucks that came out, there's more space for me now to get here. I've only been here for about 10 or 15 minutes in the queue, and one of the security guys just came over, see what I was actually delivering, showing him what I've got, and luckily I could bypass the queue because I'm going to a different area. So we're going to be following it all the way down until we see the building with a fish on. Was there a bay number, sorry mate? Was there a bay number?
Yeah, it just refers it to yard.
Just the yard bit, yeah, perfect. Ta mate.
Alright, Johnny.
Ah, right, okay, I see where he's talking about. Just got to spin it around here. Time has only just hit 20 past 11 and all jobs are complete. Now all I need to do is phone the office, see if they've got a backload for me, or do we need to go straight back up and make a collection on the way back in maybe? Just got word from the office and there's nothing in the area so far to be collected as a backload. So what I need to do is travel back to the yard, which is 150 miles away, and I'm due to get there for about 2:30. But however, on the way to the yard, there's a possibility I'll be nipping to Knutsford if there's no backload. So I'll be able to collect at least probably 16 pallets, maybe 20 pallets from one of our clients on the way back in. So that's not too bad. If I was to go Knutsford, I think that's, given a guesstimate, 120 miles away from where I am now. And I should be there for about 2 o'clock. Give or take. We're currently travelling on the A41 right now, trying to make my way over towards the M40 and then follow the M40 northbound, jump on the M42 to the M5, from the M5 to the M6, and job's a good one. We've done pretty good today, considering. And it's only 11:30 just gone. Not exactly what we needed. Unfortunately, I think it possibly could have been an accident. It's not normally congestion this heavy at 11:45 on the M40 northbound. luckily, the accident is only here and there's nobody injured. It's not a bad accident. I'm quite surprised it was on this side of the road though, because normally if there's any accidents down this stretch of the motorway, it'll be the opposite direction. As the other side always cut in last minute to try and come off for that junction. It's a massive pain in the backside. Just approaching 1:15. That's an accident waiting to happen, isn't it? Where was I? Time's just hit 1:15. Still got quite a bit of mileage to go. I think I might have to stop shortly, stretch my legs. And we're just approaching the junction for M6. It's always really heavy, to be fair, around this area, so I did expect it. Just heavy stop start, isn't it? For us to get to Knutsford, it's 68 miles from where we are now. Just over an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 45, give or take, depends on traffic, before we get there. I've currently got 2 hours and 20 minutes on driving time before I do need to take a break. So I should just be able to make the collection, and then I'll probably stop off at Limb Services, take a break, because we've got another collection not far from Limb Service. I need to come off of that junction anyway, so we could go down towards Latchford to make a collection. Oh, actually it's near town centre of Warrington. I think it's classed as Howley. Just in case you're wondering why I've not moved over, you got lanes what are coming on to the motorway, and lanes 2 and 3 stay on to go to the M6 northbound, whereas the left lanes, they depart to go M6 southbound towards the M1 and the M42. At least the wheels are in motion anyway. That's the way we've got to look at things at the moment. We're still moving. Not the fastest, but it's still moving. We came down at 5 o'clock, nice and free flowing. Anything after 5 o'clock, you're pretty much at a standstill, unfortunately. That's a nice Lamborghini on the other side. Still 61 miles to go. Looking about an hour and 30 minutes still. Maybe an hour and 20. Fingers crossed it's going to be nice and free flowing all the way there now. Might get heavy around Stoke Junction and also around Knutsford Junction. It does kind of build up around there, but we're coming off at Knutsford anyway, so we need to make sure when we approach that junction we get in the lane nice and early, because it does back up a lot. And by the time we get there, it's going to be about 3 o'clock, which will be hour 12 for us. So I need to start being a little bit cautious on the hours, make sure we managed to get all the collections done and what needs to be get done without getting stuck somewhere. For an example, if we go to the Ashton and I don't have enough driving time or working time, shall I say, to get back to the yard, so I need to make sure we can get to both collections, collect what we need, and still get back within the 15 hours. Because I don't fancy taking a night out half a mile away from the yard. It's not ideal. Sometime later now, and we are now in Knutsford. Just drove through the centre of Knutsford. Traffic is alright at the moment, not too bad. Currently coming up to 3:15, and I've still got 1 hour of driving time left. So that should just be enough time to get to the client and then drive up to Limb Services, take a break, and then continue our journey up to Wigan, offload, and then back to the yard. Realistically, I think it's going to be about 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock finish, which will be maxed out 15 hours. Not bad for a Monday. Get all your hours in at the start of the week. We're actually a little bit fresh from the weekend. Normally I would say fresh from the weekend, but with the heat over the weekend, it's a bit difficult really, isn't it, sleeping that when it's too hot. A little bit like last night and Saturday. I think when I checked earlier on, it was 17 pallets that are going to be getting collected from this place, and I believe they shut at 4 o'clock. So it's going to be Gary and Caitlin both on the forks getting me loaded, nice and quick. Probably take about 5 or 10 minutes, if that. It's one good thing about this site that I'm going to. Might have to pull over at the co-op on the way back, grab a quick drink. Here we are now anyhow. Across we go. Pretty much exactly what we don't need right now. Time is 5 to 4. It seems like I've got stuck in all the school traffic as well, trying to get out of Knutsford. It's taken probably 15 minutes, probably longer than that, from the client. Normally it would take me 3-4 minutes drive. Hopefully we can actually get through the lights. Nope, not this time round. Unfortunately, I got the same problem again. Right, it seems to be moving up ahead. So can we get through? Nope, just changed. luckily, the van driver on the left-hand side has actually used his noggin and left the space. Cheers, mate. I didn't think I was ever going to get out of that traffic light junction. Here comes the rain. Hopefully tonight we're going to have a nice big storm, clear the air a little bit, make it a little bit more breathable for the rest of the week. Sod's Law as well, we're away on Saturday, Sunday and then Monday as well. Only going down to Wrexham with the caravan, nothing too exciting, but the place looks really nice, and to be honest with you, any day off work with the family is a good day really, isn't it? And Sod's Law, it's going to be raining all weekend. Not exactly what we want, but at least they're off work. So you can't have everything, can you? And after Friday, I'm actually off all next week, because next week is my 40th birthday. Yay! So I'll turn 40, I think it's Wednesday next week on 22nd. And then that first weekend in August, I'm going to be doing a shark dive. Only at Blue Planet Aquarium. I'm not going over to the Caribbean or anything to do it. Well, it should be quite cool. I've never done scuba diving before and I've always wanted to do it. So you will be using all the scuba gear going into the aquarium tank. They have stingrays, they have I think it's 3 or 4 different species of sharks. Nothing that's going to take a bite out of my arm or anything, but I think it'll be quite a cool experience. So if I can, I'm going to try my best if I can do a vlog for it. I don't know how it's going to turn out. It might be a case of me talking and walking around and then switching it over to Leanne whilst I'm in the water and she can try and record me from the outside. I'm going to take my GoPro with me just on the off chance I can use it, but however, I don't think I'll be able to put anything inside the tank, which is not meant to, just in case it kills any of the fish. So you don't really want to risk it, but I'm just going to ask the question, see if it is okay or not. The last thing you want to do is damage the environment for the fish. But yeah, either way, really looking forward to it. Oh no! Why is it so busy? It really shouldn't be this busy at 4 o'clock after Knutsford Junction. Before Knutsford Junction, yeah, I understand it, because it get a lot of people trying to come off to go towards the M56 junction. Right, okay, so I've got 34 minutes to park up to take a break. I've got 2 hours in total to have a break and then get back to Ashton, which is looking a little bit hit and miss if we're being honest. Empty off at Ashton and then drive to Haydock. Worst case scenario, if I don't have enough time, I might have to drop the trailer or Haydock site, and then the office might have to try and get another driver to collect the trailer from Haydock to take it around the corner to Ashton. It could take 20 minutes just to get through Ashton. Depends what time you get there for. So I'm just going to weigh it up as I go along. I only need to take a 30-minute break, which is good because I had a 15-minute earlier on. So technically I've got an hour and a half of actual work time to do what I need to do. Looks really full over at Limb Services already. Time is currently 10 to 5. I've got 1 hour and 10 minutes to, well, basically get to Haydock. So I don't think I have enough time to get to Ashton and back. Traffic since leaving Knutsford has been not the best, to say the least. And that's not a good sign as well. That's the traffic to get on to the motorway. It's pretty much at standstill when I came off half hour ago. Now, I don't think anybody's going to let me out, that's the problem. Ah, thank you. An old couple to the right. Bless them. Thank you very much. I know I'm kind of blocking around about a little bit, but there's not a lot I can do, unfortunately. God, there's been a bad accident, hasn't there? I blame it because we had so good traffic this morning. So we started so early, we missed all the traffic on the way down. Sod's Laws turned around and gone, because you had it so good this morning, we're going to make it a pain in the backside for this evening. I do apologise about all the little bits on the window as well. Right, the traffic's moving over that way. Okay, it's moving a little bit more than what it was earlier. It was at a complete standstill when I came off earlier, whereas now it looks to be 3 or 4 miles per hour. So at least it's moving. You got to look on the bright side of things, haven't you? If there is one. "59 minutes to go. We should be able to get to Haydock, drop the trailer." thankfully a van's letting me out. Thanks mate, cheers. I was hoping it was going to be nice and clear all the way back. What's that? Is that motorbike who wants to get past? Nah, I'll slow down for him.
Side pedestrian.
No, looks like it's going to stay in that lane instead. That's alright. I've got 50 minutes now to get back to the yard and drop the trailer. In theory, we should be able to get back with plenty of time. I've only got about 6 miles, maybe 7 miles to go. But unfortunately, you do have days like this where you just get stuck in a little bit of traffic. It's out of your control. There's no point stressing about it. Stress is a killer, so don't let it bloody get to you. And considering I've been up since 2 AM and it's 5:15 and I'm still in work, I'm actually feeling alright. I'm not feeling too tired or anything. And I've only had about 3 coffees today. I had a bit of my energy drink earlier from Holy, but I've not touched anything like Monster or anything. So that's a good sign. Luckily our yard is just off the M6, so at least if you're only doing average of 10 miles per hour like we currently are, all I need to do is crawl all the way up to the junction where I come off, which is not this one but the next one, junction 23, and then we can get to the yard. Try and move over if we can. Thank you. Woo, 20 miles an hour. It's the fastest I've done in a while. The traffic has pretty much been stop-start all the way from Knutsford. We left Knutsford at 3:30. So we had a half-hour break, and then it's took an hour and 20 wheels in motion to get from Knutsford to where we are now. Normally it only take about a half hour, 40 minutes. I've only just noticed the other side of the road is closed. So all of this traffic is everybody rubbernecking at the accident. Hopefully it's not a serious accident. And looking at it, they've just re-opened the motorway. Come on buddy, move over. Is all this traffic stop-start from Lim? It's because everybody wants to know what's going on. surprised there's not been an accident in this lane, or on this side of the road, shall I say. People looking what's happened across the way. It's not even an accident, ladies and gentlemen, it's the tyre blowout. So they would have had to close the motorway to clear the debris from the tyre. Oh my word, that is absolutely silly. It could be worse. I could be sat on that traffic on the other side of the road. And that is backed up for a good few miles. And we're just about to come off now in half a mile. We made it back. And the time right now is 17:46. With 14 minutes to go. Trailer's just been dropped in the yard, pot's up the unit, tackle's been taken out. Time to go home and get a well-earned rest. We've got no bearings, so can't have a beer, can't have a whiskey. Oh well, early night it is. I am going to leave the video there for today, so if you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate all the support. Have a great day, have a great week. As always, keep on trucking, stay safe. Bye for now.